Hi friend, my name is Abhimanyu Bhattacharjee and as you all know I'm a booktuber and I'm making video on this book. The name of this book is Practice of Brahmacharya. And friends, as I always say, this book is this long and I cannot make this full book in one video. So what I'm doing is that I'm making each and every topic on each and every video so you can understand it in a better way, friends. Okay. And friends, what I'm doing is that I'm giving number to each and every video. So if you come sequence wise 1, 2, 3, 4, you will understand it in a better way. Apart from seeing 18 video, 20 video, 43 video, there is quite possibility that you get confused, friends. Okay. And friends, if you have any doubt, you can directly ask me in the comment section because I do see the comments and I give answer to each and every comment, friends. Okay. And friends, you can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Abhimanyu Bhattacharjee 1906. So I will spell it for you, friends. Okay. It's ABHIMANYU BHATTACHARJARJ 1906. And friend, before proceeding further, I would like to tell you, do subscribe my channel, like the video, press the bell icon. So whenever I update a new video, you will get the notification, friends. Okay. So friends, in our last video, I have covered the topic called destroy Vasna. This topic, friends. Okay, destroy Vasna. And in our today's video, I'm going to cover the topic called Vairagya or dispassion, friends. Okay, this topic. So let us see what Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic, friends. Okay. In the presence of light, you cannot have darkness. In the presence of sensual pleasure, Atmic bliss cannot exist. Worlding wants sensual pleasure and Atmic bliss at the same time. This is an absolute impossibility. They cannot re announce worldly sensual pleasure. They cannot have real vairagya in their heart. They will talk a lot. Worldly men imagine that they are happy because they get a few ginger biscuit, some money, and women. More beggars are brought forth into the world through lust. All worldly pleasure appears as nectar in the beginning, but become were virulent poison in the end. When one get entangled in married life, he can hardly break the different ties of moha. In infatuation. A bachelor full of passion imagines that he is miserable because he is unmarried. Give up clinging to this illusion of life. Be fearless, control the indriyas and the mind. You will develop vairagya, you will be perfectly established in brahmacharya. So, friends, here Swami Sivananda ji is telling that in the presence of light, darkness cannot exist, and in the presence of sensual pleasure, atmic bliss cannot exist. So we should always follow the practice of brahmacharya and follow the celibacy, because a person who is unmarried, he thinks that he is sad because he is unmarried and he doesn't have any wife or anybody in his life. So his life is going to be beautiful when he is going to be get married, but it is not going to happen. After marriage, he will be going into moha, and by the lust, he is going to be bring more beggars in this world. He's basically, Swami Sivananda is talking about the children. So friends, here what we need to understand, that we need to have control over our indriyas, and we need to follow the practice of brahmacharya and the practice of celibacy, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic. Are not created object coated over with the varish of destruction. You intact in daily life with your body, dire, sinful acts, painful deeds, and ill-meetable vice. In youth you are enveloped with ajana ignorance. In adult age, you are entangled in the meshes of woman. In the old age, you groan under the burden of samsara and debility. You eventually have a miserable death. Being thus always occupied, when you will find time to devote yourself to the commission of virtuous deed. The ghost of your mind dances in the theater of this universe to the music of the organ. So here, friends, Swami Sivananda is telling that what happens in our young age, we have lust of women. Then after the when we get married, we have anjana, we are involved into relationship, and in the old age we get a miserable death because in our full lifetime we have never followed the practice of brahmacharya and the practice of celibacy. This is the reason of a miserable death. So Swami Swananda is basically telling here that we it is very important for us is to follow the practice of brahmacharya and to follow the practice of celibacy. It is most important thing for us in our life, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic, friends. Okay, so let us see what Swami Sivananda is telling to us in in the next topic, in the next paragraph. Okay, wealth which only make host of thought to will in the wind will not confer on your bliss. This wealth which the mind covets and is very ephemeral in its nature is utterly useless like a flower bird in a creeper growing in a well and encircled by serpent. This life in ephemeral like autumnal cloud or a gheeless lamp or a ocean waves, there is nothing so baneful as this life, which is perishable in its nature and fleeting in the bestowal of pleasure. This body, which is composed of muscle, intestine, urine, facial matters, and subject to change, being at one time fat, at another time lean, shin in the mundane existence simple to undergo pain. So here Swami Swaminanda is telling that whatever pain comes in our life, it is because of our committed sin. Whatever sin we have committed in our life for the bodily sensual pleasure, it results in pain. So if we want to be in atmic bliss and we want to always be happy, it is very important for us is to follow the practice of brahmacharya and to follow the practice of celibacy, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic, friends. Okay, young graduates and young doctor come to Rishikesh with earthen pots in orange robes to search for caves in Uttarkashi and Gangotri for deep meditation and practice of yoga. Rajkumars and some young research student in science go to the Punjab in the silken suit with collar and ties in search of girls. Is there pain or pleasure in the world? If there is pleasure, why do young educated men retire into forest? If there is pain, why do young men run after wealth? Position and woman, mysterious is Maya. Try to understand the riddle of life and the riddle of the universe. So, friends, here Swami Sivananda is telling that it is very important to for us to understand the riddle of the life, right? So he's basically telling this all thing is Maya, right? Many a times for somebody when they are bored from their life and they have achieved everything and they have nothing to achieve, they come in Uttarkashi and Rishikesh to search spirituality. In the same time, many young boys goes in pubs, bars in search of a girl's woman, which is very wrong, friends. Okay, so yes, Swami Sivananda is telling that it is very important for us is to follow the practice of brahmacharya and to follow the practice of celibacy, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic. Sensual enjoyment is attendant with a various defect. It is attended with various sort of sin, pain, weakness, attachment, slave mentality, weak will, severe extortion and struggle craving and mental restlessness. Worldly person never come to their proper senses, although they get severe knock, kick and blow from the different corner. The strolling street dog never stops from visiting the house even through it is pelted with stone every time. So here Swami Swananda is telling that as a street dog, even you throw stones, I mean hundred of times, still is going to come to you to for biscuits, right? In the same way, our mind also always take us thousand of time toward the sensual pleasure, but it is very important for us to understand that it is very important for us is to follow the practice of brahmacharya and to follow the practice of celibacy, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic. Even the most virulent poison is no poison when compared with lust. The former defines one body only, whereas the latter adulterates many body in successive births. There are scorpion strings on one side of the world. Serpents are on the other sides. Flies, fleas, bugs, mosquito and thorns troubles you from the corner. Sun scores you in summer. Cold string in winter. Influenza, plague, smallpox, earthquake, and other troubles are ever waiting to devour you. Fear, delusion, grief, sorrow, and misery kill you at the moment. So, friend, here Swami Sivanandaji have said a very big statement. He's saying that even poison is nothing in front of lust. Means our lust is more dangerous than poison, friends. Okay. So this Swami Sivanandaji is telling to us that means it is very important for us is to follow the practice of brahmacharya and to follow the practice of celibacy, friends. Okay. So this Swami Sivanandaji is telling to us in this topic. Let us see what Swami Sivanandaji is telling to us in the next paragraph, friends. Okay. There are tongues and telegraphic instrument in the eyes of young passionate ladies. They send their love shafts and love messages through their smiling glance to passionate young men and thereby allure and bewitch them. Those young men who have no discrimination are excited by their love message and become a prey to lust. They become pleasure deer or sporting lapdogs of ladies. Through they possess academic education and hold high position and title. What a shame! Reason, will, and intellect vanish altogether. O aspirants, do not be familiar with any woman. You should not sacrifice a noble ideal life for the sake of pleasing a bewitching woman. Think of the composite composition of the body. Keep the mental image of the dead body of a woman or skeleton whenever passion troubles you. You will slowly gain strength to subdue the passion. Vairagya will slowly down the cause for attraction towards women. In the presence of Vasana in the mind, wipe them out. Then there will be no attraction. Those who have renounced sex, Kamini, and wealth, Kanchana, have really renounced the world. So, friends, here Swami Sivananda ji is telling that when women are excited and when they are attracted towards men, so they give their signal, their smile, right? And when they smile and they indirectly give a message to the man that they are interested in him, and men fall in love with a woman and they are interested to please them, right? But we should not do this, friends. We should not fall in lust, and we should always follow the practice of brahmacharya and practice of the celibacy in our life, friends. It is very important for us, friends. Okay. So this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic, and in earlier or some of the topics, Swami Sivananda ji also said us that we should hate lust, not women, friends. Okay. So this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. The Indriyas are the mind delude you at every moment. They are your enemies. Beauty is of mental creation or of the imagination. An ugly woman appear very beautiful only in the eyes of her husband. Where is the beauty, my dear friends, in the wrinkled skin of an old woman? Where is the beauty when your wife is bedridden? Where is the beauty in dead body of a woman? Where is the beauty when your wife gets angry? The beauty in the face is mere reflection. The real undecaying beautiful beauty of beauties The fountain of beauties can be found in Atman only. You have ignored the substance and caught hold of a broken piece of glass. What a serious blunder you have committed by your impure thoughts, impure minds, impure buddhi, and impure way of living. Have you realized your mistake? Will you at least open your eyes now? Perfect control of the indriyas and the mind is possible only through a life of a perfect brahmacharya. Friends, here Swami Sivananda is telling that a beautiful woman always look beautiful in the eyes of her husband. So he's asking a question to the man and the husband that where is the beauty of your wife when she becomes angry, or where does she look beautiful when she is bedridden? No, no. And what is the beautiful beauty of a dead body of a woman? There is no beauty, friends, okay? Because beauty lies in life, beauty lies in Atman, beauty lies in bliss, and beauty lies in Brahmacharya. So, friends, it is very important for us is to follow the practice of Brahmacharya and to follow the practice of celibacy, friends, okay? So, this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic. Ladies should not be offended when they read these lines. I have only reproduced the teaching of Sanskar, Acharya, and Dattatreya. I only want to impress upon both the sexes the force and glory of Brahmacharya and the evil effect of lust. I have great regards and admiration for women. Women who are chaste can be called as brahmacharins. So here, friends, Swami Sivananda ji is telling that by reading this statement, women should not feel offended or they should not feel bad, because Swami Sivananda ji is telling that he loves and respects a woman a lot, and he is telling he have only kept the teaching of Swami Shankaracharya and Dattatreya, Dattatreya in front of the women and the society in form of the book. And women those who doesn't follow sexual activity or do any kind of sexual activity like masturbation, copulation, or sexual activity with opposite partner, they are also known as brahmacharins, friends, okay? So this Swami Svananda is telling to us in this topic. Brahmacharya should be practiced by both men and women. Women also can keep mental picture of the component part of the body of a male in order to create disgust for a physical body of a male and to develop vairagya. So, friends, here Swami Sivananda is telling that a woman should also keep a mental picture of a mental body of a man, right? A mental body of a man which is made up of um, bone, flesh, everything, blood, and should not create any kind of sexual feeling, right? And should try to develop vairagya in their life, friends, okay? So this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. Lust is a potent force, very difficult to be got rid of. The minds of the young people are saturated with impure samskara and vasna, owing to the vicious company and false modern civilization. Even the company or talk of a woman is quite sufficient to drag the mind into vicious thought. So I have to place before the minds of the vast majority that I have company of women will do havoc. When I say that woman is only a leather bag, I do not hate woman in any way. It is only to produce disgust and develop vairagya, hate lust, but not hate woman in any way. Really, a woman should be adored as a Mother Shakti. She is the creatrix and nourisher of the universe. In the beginning, till you acquire Vairagya and Viveka, you must treat the company of women as poison. When you obtain Viveka and Vairagya, then lust cannot take hold of you. You will see and realize Sarva Kalavidam Brahma, all is Brahman. Only if you read the para change of the angle of vision in the book, you will clearly understand this point. Okay. So friends, Swami Sivananda ji is telling that woman should be like a leather bag in a life of a man, nothing more than that, right? But here Swami Sivananda ji is telling this statement. He is telling that why I am telling this statement. I am telling this statement so that I could create a negative feeling for you, for a woman, so that you do not fall in lust and you do not fall in any kind of sexual activity. But in the parallelly, in the same time, Swami Sivananda ji is also telling that you should hate lust but not women. Women should be treated as mother shakti and all kind of things, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic, friends. Okay, remembrance of skeleton and dead body of a woman will induce vairagya in your mind. The body has come out of filthy discharge, it is full of impurities. In the end, it is reduced into ashes. If you remember this, Vairagya will drawn in your mind. Attraction of woman will gradually vanish. If you place before your mind the sticky figure of a woman or the picture of a very old woman, you will develop Vairagya. Remember pains of samskara, the unreality of object and the bondage that comes from attachment to wife and children. Try any method that suits you best. So friends, here Swami Sivananda is telling that he's telling that whenever lust or sexual feeling come in our mind, we should always think a woman as a dead body or as a skeleton. So do we love skeleton or do we get attracted towards skeleton or dead body? No, friends. Okay, we should think full body is made up of bones, flesh, blood, nothing else, friends. Okay, so if we think in this way, then we can definitely go towards vairagya, friends. Okay, so this Swami Svananda is telling to us in this topic. That means it is very important for us is to follow the practice of brahmacharya and to follow the practice of celibacy, friends. Okay, so this Swami Svananda is telling to us in this topic. In these days of modern culture and new civilization and the era of the scientific advancement, these lines may not be realistic by some people. They may remark that some of the terms are jarring, revolting, offending, and indecent, and will not suit the people of refined taste and culture. They are entirely mistaken. These lines will produce a very deep impression in the minds of thirsting aspirants who are longing for liberation. Their mind will be entirely changed. There is no real spiritual culture amongst people of modern society. Etiquette is mere show. There are much show, hypocrisy, pretendant politeness, meaningless, meaningless formalities and conventions. Nothing emanates from the core of the heart. People lack in sincerity and integrity. The utterness of the Mahaka, Vakayas, Mahavakayas of the sages, the valuable teaching of the scriptures will not produce any impression in the minds of passionate, worldly mind person. They are like seed thrown in a rocky soil. They are like pearl thrown before a swine. So, friends, here Swami Sivananda is telling that today everybody is deep into the lust, right? And this energy is so potent that they are unable to control themselves. And it is very important for us is to follow the practice of brahmacharya and to follow the practice of celibacy, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic. One student writes to me, the impure flesh and skin appears to me as very pure and good. I have very lustful. I try to develop the bhava of mother. I prostrate before a lady, mentally thinking that she is an image of a goddess of Kali, and yet my mind is extremely lustful. What shall I do now? I want be to have a glimpse of a beautiful lady. Vairagya and discrimination have not downed in his mind. The old vicious samskara and vasana are very powerful. So friends, here Swami Shivananda is telling that a boy wrote to him that I cannot imagine a female in any skeleton mode or any something mode. I am always in love with a female whenever I see, and how could I control myself? So let us see what Swami Shivananda is telling to us in this topic. In the next paragraph, Vairagya is indifference to sensual enjoyment. The Vairagya that comes momentarily after such accident as the loss of some relative or wealth or disappointment in life is known as Karana Vairagya. It will not help much in one's spiritual progress. The mind will be simple, waiting to catch hold of the sensual object when an opportunity comes in some rare cases. Those who have common sense and will power will get real Vairagya in due to the course of time. So here friends, Swami Svandaji is telling that we need to follow the practice of brahmacharya, and those who have common sense and those who doesn't think in this way, those who think in a very pure way, they can easily get vairagya by doing this thing, practice of follow of brahmacharya friends. Okay, so this Swami Svandaji is telling to us in this topic. Constantly remember, through the grace of God, I am becoming purer and purer every day. Pleasure comes, but not to stay. Moral flesh is only clay. Everything will pass away. Brahmacharya is only way to develop Viveka and Vairagya. Nothing can tempt you in this world. So Swami Swandaji is telling that we should always remember this statement, that nothing, we are getting purer day by day, and nothing can tempt us in this world, and we are at the best point of our time in our life by following the practice of brahmacharya and following the practice of celibacy friends. Okay, so this Swami Swandaji is telling to us in this topic. Nothing can be tempt you in this world if you develop vairagya, if you subdued your indriyas, and if you shun the unreal, impermanent sensual enjoyments and pleasure of this fleeting world as drug poison, you will have no attraction for woman and other earthly object. Lust cannot take hold of you. You will have eternal place and infinite bliss. So, friends, here Swami Shivananda is telling that if we follow the practice of brahmacharya and practice of celibacy, we are always going to be at bliss from internally, and we are never going to be sad in our life, friends. Okay, so this Swami Shivananda is telling to us in this topic. So, friends, in our today's topic, I have covered the topic called Vairagya or dispassion, friends. Okay, so in our next topic, I'm going to cover the concept called dietic discipline. This topic, friends. Okay. So, friends, our today's topic came to an end. I'll be meeting you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care. And I'll be meeting you in the next video, where friend. Till then, goodbye. Take care, friends. Okay. And I'll meet you in the next video. Okay. Till then, goodbye. Take care.